You know, Friday, we saw, everybody watched, Janet Yellen, Jay Powell, Ben Bernanke, and the market seemed optimistic after listening to former and current Fed chairpeople. What exactly was it about Friday that the market found some confidence in? Well, in my opinion, it's all about feedback loops. That what the market doesn't want to hear is any type of automatic pilot, even though there are logical reasons to make the balance sheet more automatic than not, especially in the early days. Feedback loops are best with the market if you're trying to gauge the economy, even though they may not be always accurate. A very tough calibration. This weekend, getting ready for what turned out to be a very disappointing football game from the standpoint of Chicago Bear fans, we had some nice weather, and I was tinkering with one of my old jalopies, which I like to do. And one of my cars, I just can't get the carburetor calibrated right. So you start it up, dies out, pump it up a little bit, it gets flooded. And once it gets running, it runs rough. It's getting too much gasoline. So the trick at that point is to keep tapping on it, to try to burn off the excess gas, but don't let it stall. If you let a car stall whose carburation isn't calibrated properly, it's nearly impossible to restart again. Think about the economy. The Fed is a lot like the carburetor, and calibration is a lot like policy. The difference is that sometimes you don't need to pay so much attention. But with this particular economy and many of the one-offs of policy that led us here, it really is key that this particular Fed chairman try to listen to what the economy's telling it as he plays with the gas pedal, to try to avoid over-revving it to keep it running, but also not to under-calibrate it, give it too little gas, so if it stalls, it's going to be very difficult to go again. And maybe the most important aspect of this is twofold. That when the carburation and the calibration's correct with liquidity, whether it's gasoline or capital, the efficiency level continues to rise. The other issue, and it's really important, once you get it all right, is the car going anywhere? No. You need the transmission, you need the rear end, you need the engine, all to work together. There's a lot of issues to get the economy going, but I think that many need to give Jay Powell a little more latitude to get the economy running efficiently before he really starts to fine-tune it.